Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a while since I've done a video. We're into the fall. It's been the busy season, getting people's bows ready for hunting season, and just been busy here in the shop and trying to do a little bit of hunting myself as well. But I want to get to some of these videos because there has been some new bows come out. The one that I'm talking about here today is one that I'm especially excited about and has generated quite a bit of buzz on some of the online forums if you pay any attention to that. And that is a new bow from Elite, which is called the Omnia. Elite Omnia is the new Aluminum Flagship Bow from Elite for 2023. And some of the specs on it, I'll read to you here. The axle to axle length is 32 inches. It has a 6-inch brace height. Draw length adjustment from 24.5 to 30 inches. Draw weight, peak draw weights come in 40, 50, 60, 65, or 70 pounds. Has a physical weight of 4.5 pounds and advertised speeds up to 347 feet per second, which is pretty fast. And you'll see when I shoot this bow through the chronograph some of the speeds that we get. It is a speed bow. I would call it a speed bow, but it is pretty quick even for my draw length, and set at 60 pounds where I like to shoot it. But you'll find that the draw cycle is not super aggressive for the speeds that it's getting. So something that I really like about that. Again, on Elite bows, top manufacturer in the industry, make a lot of good products. The finish and the quality is always top notch on their gear, and nothing different with the Omnia. The riser is a little bit different looking from what they did on the Envision last year. There may be just a little bit more reflex to it. And a couple of things that they've done, I'll talk you through some of the technology and some of the advancements that they've done with their bows for 2023. Starting with this new cam right here. And this is called the SP cam. And the new cam has new mods. The previous generation of bows had similar cams and had a what they called was their Versa mod. This is called their V2 mod, and if I can show you that here a little bit closer. So we've got a large, kind of a round-shaped cam, larger than what we've had in the past, and we have a different module on here as well. And some of the technology on this new bow goes into these modules, and if you can see, let me get where I can show you, we have a let-off adjustment. Okay, so what we can do is loosen this set screw and turn this gear, and we can adjust our let-off between 70 and 90% just by the turn of the screw. And you'll do that on both your top and your bottom cam to adjust your let-off. It does adjust the draw length a little bit as well, so that there is a little bit of fine-tuning in that. But these modules will adjust in 1/4-inch increments, which is really nice. For me, I have this bow currently set up at 27 3/4 of an inch. 28 was just a little bit too long, and 27.5 was a little bit too short. And so I went to 27 3/4. I adjusted the let off, just turned it down just a little bit. I'm probably at about 85%. I haven't measured it, but I'm just kind of guessing based off of the index marks on here. And it fits me really nice. So we've got these larger cams that are giving us a nice draw cycle and giving us the speed, and we have these new modules. Now, speaking of the modules, there's two different modules. Coming standard on this bow is the performance mod, which you're going to get your speed from, but there's also a smooth mod that you can purchase separately through your Elite dealer. All you would do is switch out the modules. It's a little bit different color, so you can tell the two apart. You go to the smooth module, and you're just going to have a real nice smooth draw cycle. You are going to lose a little bit of speed, probably in the neighborhood of 8-9 feet per second, something like that. But you will see a noticeable difference in the draw cycle as well. So kind of similar to what Bowtech has done in the past with their flip disc, except for you have to have a separate module for this. Bowtech, you would just flip that module from either side. But it's nice to have that option. Not too many other manufacturers do that, where they give you a separate module where you can customize the draw cycle in the bow and the shooting experience to what you're looking for yourself. So nice new cams. We still have the same winner's choice strings. The limbs are real similar to what they did on the Envision, a nice wider limb and a wider limb pocket with our dampening system here. We still have our set technology built in, allows you to adjust that left to right tear, and really to fine tune your bow without having to mess with shims or take the cams out and that type of thing. Just a real quick way to tune. I found I didn't have to mess with the set when I had my when I had one of these set up. Really didn't have to mess with it. Everything lined up, and I was getting nice paper tear with that. We still have our tunable roller guard here, so you can make adjustments to that. Move these cables in and out to get some clearance for your vanes, and it will also affect a little bit of cam lean, so that's something that you can work with if that's something you like. Really nice Elite grip, probably one of my favorites. I really like the feel of the Elite grip, especially on the Envision and the Omnia. It's just a real nice feeling grip. Double burger holes like they've always had, and you have your multiple mounting options for your sight. So you have options to raise or lower or move it front and back, which is kind of nice to have. Same thing with our string stop that they've always had, and the vibration dampener. We have the vibration dampener in the bottom of the limb, but new is this little dude right here on the front. So we've got another mounting option for a stabilizer, but your bow's going to come with this. That's kind of a mini stabilizer. It's a little over 1 inch long, but what this does is works to reduce vibration, and it does a great job of that. This bow is very dead, as you will see, quiet and vibration free on the shot. So not a whole lot of new things as far as that goes, except for the modules. We still have limb stop option. I always run a cable stop. I like just that little bit of give in the back end, but it's very solid back wall with just the cable stops. If you like limb stops, you do have the option to screw those limb stops into your modules and use the limb stops on the bow. But very balanced. You can take a look at that. The bow is very balanced in the hand. So I like that about it. Just has a real nice feel to it, and I think Elite did a great job with the Omnia for 2023. So let's take a few shots with this bow, and then we'll run it through the chronograph and see what type of speeds we're getting. Okay, so I've got the Elite Omnia. We're going to take a few shots with this. Again, my draw length is right around 28 inches. This bow, I believe, is set on 27 3/4, so just a shade under. And I do have the let off backed off just a little bit. It maxes out at 90, and I have it backed off 2 marks, which I would say is right around 85% on the let off. Maybe just a little bit less than that. So performance modules. So you'll see the performance module, and then I've got another bow set up with the smooth module, so you can see the difference between the two. And I'll shoot both of them through the chronograph so you can see the difference in speeds as well. So just to give you an idea of the draw cycle here at the start. So you can see, let me walk this forward. The draw cycle is, I would say it's a little bit stiff. It feels like 60 pounds. It's nothing bad, but it is just a little bit stiff all the way through. And then as you get towards the back end, there is a little bit of a dump into a valley there. I think that's where your speed comes from. You'll notice on the smooth mods, you don't see that at all. It's just a smooth draw cycle. Letting off, you don't have to really push that arrow forward. It doesn't want to be jumpy or anything like that. If you back it to 90%, it's really going to sit there, and you may have to push it forward just a little bit. But that let off really lets you to fine tune what you like in the back end of that draw cycle, as far as how much you want to hold and what it feels like to push that arrow back forward if you're letting off of the shot and not going to take the shot. So anyway, draw cycle is really nice, a little bit stiff and a little bit of a hump in the back end, but that's where our speed's coming from. I'll draw it for you again, then I'll take a shot so you can kind of see what that looks like. Yeah, not bad at all. It's really, really pretty pleasant. And I can sit here all day. It's not wanting to jump forward on me or anything like that. We take a shot. The bow just feels fast. I maybe just a little bit of a jump in the shot, but I don't notice much of anything at all. Very, very dead in the hand. It's hard to tell how quiet it is shooting in here inside because I'm shooting at my target at only probably 5 feet just here against the wall. So you don't get a good idea for the sound that it's making, but it really is a quiet bow. And being that I'm here in western Kansas, I don't ever really get a calm day to go outside and shoot bows. The wind blows here all the time. It's really hard for me to do a video that's going to judge the sound of the bow. But take my word for it, or at least come shoot it for yourself and see what you think. So that is with the performance module. Let's shoot it through the chronograph, see what type of speeds we're getting, and then we'll switch to the other bow that has the smooth module. Okay, so this will be my first test on speed. I have the Elite Omnia. We have the performance modules. I have it set at 60 pounds. Now, Elite in their manual says back it off 3 turns. And it was just a little bit over 60, 60 and a half, somewhere in there. So just a little bit over 60 pounds. So I feel like that's a fair way to judge this. 60 pounds and 28 inches. So I'm not going to have blazing speeds, but you'll see this bow is pretty fast for where it's set at and for my needs. So I'm shooting a Gold Tip Hunter XT 300 spine with a 100 grain point. So I'm right at 411 grains, just kind of a standard hunting arrow, what I think most guys would be shooting. And again, let's see what this does for our speed. .277, pretty fast. Let's shoot it again and let's see what we get with our second shot. Okay, this will be our second shot with our 411 grain arrow and performance modules. .276. Shot number 3. .276 again, so right around 276 feet per second. That is with the performance module, 60 pounds, a little bit under 28 inches, 27 3/4 inches. That's pretty fast. The draw cycle was really nice for getting those speeds, and I think it'd make a great hunting bow for someone, especially like me, that's shooting a little bit shorter draw length, or pretty average, but I'm not able to get those speeds that someone with a 30 or 31 inch draw length would get. And shooting only 60 pounds, that's pretty fast. So let's pull out the other bow with the smooth mods, and I'll talk about those a little bit. Okay, so as you can see, this bow's a little bit different color. Elite sent 2 bows. This bow I have set up for hunting, and it's a 70-pound bow. I've got it turned down. It's about 61 pounds on the draw weight. Again, set at 27 3/4 inch. But I've got the smooth mods on here. I do have the let off set the same, so it's backed off 2 marks. So right around, I'm guessing about 83%. I haven't measured it. So somewhere between 80 and 85%, I'm assuming is where the let off is set. It's kind of right where I like the feel of it. And I'll show you the difference in the draw cycle here, and we'll see what speeds we get as well. So, very similar. I can walk this forward. Very similar to before. It is a little bit stiff still with the smooth mod, but it's just smooth all the way back. I don't notice as much of a dump into the valley there in the back end. And to let down on the arrow is really pretty easy with this bow. So, really like both setups. It just depends on what you want. If you want a little bit more of a smoother draw, you're going to have to pay for the modules. It's going to be about $100 for those other modules if that's something that you really want. If you don't really care and you think that the performance modules are fine, you're going to get all that speed, it will come standard with those. So you do have the option though, which is nice that Elite gives you that. So let me draw it back again, and we'll take a shot with the bow. Yeah, very smooth draw. Pretty dead in the hand and pretty quiet too. So very impressed with the Omnia from Elite. Let's shoot it through the chronograph and see what type of speeds we get with a little bit different module with a smooth module here. Okay, so I've got the same arrow. This is my Gold Tip Hunter XT 300. I've got 100 grain points, and my arrow's weighing right around 411 grains. This isn't the arrow I hunt with, it's just a shop arrow, but it's a good representation of what most guys around here are going to be hunting with. And 27 3/4 inch on the draw length, about 61 pounds on the draw weight, and we'll shoot it through the chronograph and see what we get. $269. Shot number 2 with the smooth mods. $270 that time. We'll shoot one more. This will be shot number 3 with our smooth mods. $269 again. So I was about 276 before and about 269 this time. So I lost about 7 feet per second by going to the smooth mod. The draw cycle is really pretty nice on both of them. It is a little bit on the stiff side. I feel like you're pulling all of that 60 pounds, but it's really pretty pleasant. The draw cycle is nice. The shot is very dead. The bow feels really nice. I really like the grip and the feel of the bow, and I think Elite did a great job this year with the Omnia. I'm really pleased with it. Those speeds are really good. I think for my specs, I think that's some really nice speeds there, and you're not compromising a lot with having a super harsh draw cycle. So Elite did a great job with the Omnia. I think it's a great bow for 2023. If you get a chance, go to your local Elite dealer and check it out for yourself. If you're nearby here, obviously I want you to stop in here, Coyote Creek Archery, and check it out. Shoot it for yourself, see what you think, see if it's something that might work out well for you. But always go out and shoot these bows and check them out and see what they're all about. Again, if you have any questions, you can always leave comments in the comment section below, or you can always look me up on my website, coyotecreekarchery.com, and contact me through there, and I'd be glad to help you out in any way that I can. So first bow review here in a while, but I'm glad to help you out with that, and I'll have some more coming up here shortly. So thanks for watching.